Hello and welcome to another video. In today's video I will talk about the artist's Abode update, which is currently present on alpha. This update came to be because of a community project which is currently in construction on main server, which means it should make it to alpha relatively soon. So in this video I'm going to talk about the changes this update brings. As the subtitle of this update implies, this update is related to dice. The community project adds a new house in the hub right here, and in this hub we can find Vincent. Vincent is an NPC based on Vincent van Gogh, and as you can see, he's missing an ear because, you know, his face is not symmetrical. So what this NPC does is that it chooses 3 dice every SkyBlock years, and 2 of them will be twice as common, while the third one will be 3 times as common. Apart from this, there's a die compendium menu which shows all existing dice. There's currently 44 of them, which means they added many new ones and reworked some that already existed. For example, the Chico die was previously caught in the fairy pond in Wilderness, but now is obtained through experiments because nobody wants to fish there. They also reworked the odds of some dice dropping. For example, Aquamarine die was previously 1 in 15 million, and Carmine die was 1 in 20 million, but is now more common. They also added a use for dice. And the use in question is that you can consume a die in order to get a rare accessory. This accessory was previously uncommon and is still uncommon for some reason, but the patch notes about this update says that it's supposed to be rare, so probably ignore it. This die will increase your chance of dropping dice by 1%, and to get it you will need to consume a die. Considering many dice are still extremely rare, the best dice to do this with would be either fire cells, because you can just get them for a couple of gems, but they will be very expensive on auction house, or holy die, which is incredibly common, with 1 in 2000 chance from red gifts, and chocolate die, which is very cheap in the chocolate shop, costing only 4 billion chocolate, which for me is 2 days of production, even less so. Despite there being 44 variants of this die, they only count as 1. As you can see, if I equip 3 different ones, it's going to add only 5 magical power. Vincent can also be added to Abiphone, which requires a moped. Calling him on Abiphone just opens his menu remotely. Another die-related change is that when someone obtains a die on main server, it will send a message to the whole lobby, similarly to Divan's Alloy or Phoenix Pet. Apart from changes to dice, there have been many more changes, namely the command set max speed, which when wearing ranger boots will allow you to set the speed cap without having to take them off, which is convenient. Another change is that the bomb defuse puzzle has been removed from dungeons, which sparked a bit of a controversy because people were complaining that the puzzle that was almost never done the intended way is removed, because the unintended way is faster than some puzzles which cannot be cheesed like that, which is a stupid thing to complain about if I'm being completely honest. Another change is that Melon Dicer and Pumpkin Dicer have received 1 extra Peridot slot, which means that 7 out of 10 farming tools now have 3 slots, while Fungi Cutter, Cactus Knife and Cocoa Chopper still have only 2. Another item which has received a change to its gemstone slots is a Dark Claymore. Unfortunately, that's currently bugged. Previously, Dark Claymore had 2 Jasper slots, which has been changed to 2 combat slots. As we could have seen a few seconds ago, that made the item not show any stats from the gemstone slots, but when I put it on in the gemstone grinder, it showed that both gemstones are still there, which means it either required the item to update or just to realize that the gemstones are still applied to it as per the API, as we can see through SkyBlock extras. Another change to Bazaar, which is currently disabled for some reason, is that you can now claim the coins from all sell offers you have active with just 1 button, which again is a convenient and a very nice change. They also fixed the bug which allowed the votes in a hidden election to be visible from dungeons, because dungeons are the only islands that do not have an editable tab list, which means it wasn't updated as well as all the other islands. Because if you look in the tab everywhere else, you will see in the second column that votes are currently hidden for this election. They changed the color of Midnight die and fixed an issue causing Midnight die not to appear, which is the die obtained from spooky mobs, and it no longer drops only from spooky mobs but also from spooky security gens, which means it's more obtainable. I will not go over every change to dice, but this is one of the important ones. Another change is that aquamarine dye can now be obtained with 100 secret chance, because previously secret chance would overwrite the chance for dye, but now it rolls first for dyes, then for secretures. Another change is that dyes no longer display 1 in an infinity % chance in bestiary, because that was useless and also false. Now they show their actual drop rate. There are some dice that are dropped from slayers. Unfortunately, these currently do not appear in RG meter, and this is a very change currently presented in update. There might be more when this comes on the main server, but I will cover those once they are actually released. So I would like to thank you for watching, and see you next time.